A very good morning, children. Welcome back. Children, today we'll continue with the chapter My Financial Career. This will be the concluding part of the lesson, okay? And this is video 3. I hope you have been reading the chapter. We have finished up till page number 102 and we shall continue with page 103. So please open your textbooks and follow. Now, if you remember last, what we did is he goes to the manager and he speaks to the manager, and then the manager tells him to meet the accountant because he wanted to deposit the money. And when he goes to the accountant, okay, he pokes out the ball of money at him and he tells him, I want to deposit it. So he took the money and gave it to another clerk and they write the sum on the slip and he asks the accountant, is it deposited? Okay, in a hollow vibrating voice, and the accountant said, yes, it is. And after he has deposited the money, what does he want to do now? He says, then I want to draw a check. So let's see what happens. My idea was to draw out $6 of it for present use. Someone gave me a checkbook through a wicket, and someone else began telling me how to write it out. The people in the bank had the impression that I was an invalid millionaire. I wrote something on the check and thrust it at the clerk. He looked at it. Now, how much money did the author want to deposit? Yeah, it was $56. And he said, he wanted, now why did he ask a check? Now when do you write a check? Because you want to either deposit or you want to withdraw. So he's saying, my idea was to draw out. Draw out means he wanted to remove, okay, withdraw. How much? $6, okay, of it for present use. Now he's depositing how much? As you already know, 56. And he wants to remove now just 6 out of it, okay. For present use means for right. He wanted to use it because he didn't have any money. So someone gave him a checkbook. You can see that he's writing through a wicket, and someone else began telling him how to write it down because he didn't know. He was so new to everything in the in the bank. So the people in the bank had the impression. So when they looked at him and said, because he was depositing a big amount, okay. So they thought that the impression that they had about him that he was an invalid millionaire. Now, what do you understand by invalid millionaire? Millionaire means to be extremely rich, but not purposeful. Okay, means he cannot, he's a millionaire. Sometimes people have a lot of money, but they don't know how to use it. So that is what they thought of him, that he was an invalid millionaire. So he wrote something on the check and he thrust it. He thrusted meaning he pushed it in front of the accountant. Okay. It at the clerk. Okay? He pushed it at the clerk and he looked at it. What? Are you drawing it all out again? He asked in surprise. Now who's asking this? The clerk. Clerk is, he's surprised, saying, what? Are you drawing it out all again? Now, how much did he deposit? He deposited $56. And what has he done now? He has written in the check also the same amount. And then I realized that I had written 56 instead of 6. Now there's a difference, right? He wanted to withdraw, remove only 6. But he writes in the check, on the check he writes 56. What a big mistake, right? I was too far gone to reason now. I was too far gone to reason now means it's too now late. He felt that now it doesn't make any sense, to reason out why I did it. I had a feeling that it was impossible to explain the thing. Now he's already rattled, he's already, nervous, Now this is making him more nervous because he made a mistake. All the clerks had stopped writing to look at me. Now the clerk had said it so loud, that everyone, all the other clerks in the bank, they stopped writing and they're looking at me. Reckless with misery, I made a plum. Now, reckless with misery meaning, reckless means careless. With misery means, you're distressed or discouraged. I made a plum. Plum means he just pushed it. Okay, yes, the whole thing. No, he just answered, yes, the whole thing I want to, remove it. You withdraw your money from the bank. You withdraw your money, you want to withdraw your money from the bank? Yes, every cent of it. Every cent of it means everything. I don't want to leave anything. Are you not going to deposit any more? Said the clerk, astonished. So the clerk is asking, you're not going to deposit anything more now? Astonished meaning was greatly surprised. Never, said the author. An idiot hope struck me that they might think something had insulted me while I was writing the check, and that I had changed my mind. I made a wretched attempt to look like a man with a fearfully quick temper. The clerk prepared to pay the money. Now, he felt like an idiot, like a stupid person. He thought that they will think that I was insulted. Therefore, I am writing the check. And that therefore I have changed my mind. So he made a wretched attempt. A wretched attempt meaning a very unhappy. Wretched means unhappy or unfortunate attempt to look like a man with a fearfully quick temper. So he wanted to show that he was a man of temper. He's a little angry man. Okay, he made a mistake, but he doesn't want to show that he has made a mistake. So he shows himself as a little angry man. So the clerk prepared to pay the money. The clerk, had to do whatever he was saying. How will you have it? He said. Now the clerk is asking, how will you have it means, when they give you the money in the bank, and they'll ask you, okay, suppose you're withdrawing 5,000. So they'll ask you, okay, you want it in 50 notes or in 100 notes, okay, or 1,000 notes. So how will you have it? He asked. What? Now the author did not understand. So how will you have it? Okay, the clerk again says, how will you have it? Oh, I caught his meaning and answered without even trying to think in 50s. So he tells him what? Now I want it in 50s. Okay. Now he has deposit 50. Okay, $56 and he wanted it 50s. That means so many notes he'll have. But he didn't think of it. Okay, and he just said in 50s. He gave me a $50 bill. You can see that. And the $50, he gives him the bill and he says, 6, how will you have the 6? He asks dryly. Okay, he asks dryly, meaning, in almost, uncomfortable. In 6, I said. He gave it to me and I rushed out. So the minute he got the money, he just rushed out. As the big door swung behind me, I caught the echo of a roar of laughter that went up to the ceiling of the bank. Since then, I bank no more. I keep my money in cash in my trousers pocket and my savings in silver dollars in a socks. So you can see that the minute he rushed out of the bank, he was so relieved, But as the big door swung, when the door of the bank, and when it closed, okay, it swung means it closed behind him, he caught the echo of a roar of laughter. Imagine this man comes, okay, the author comes, he deposits some money, okay, the $56, and he even withdraws, he removes the $56. Now, somebody is now going to think about it and say, how stupid of him, no? He's come to deposit the money and then he removes all the money. So, all the clerks out there, they had a good laugh at him. Okay, so the roar of laughter means they all were laughing behind his back. That went up to the ceiling of the bank, meaning it was so loud. Okay, since then, so after that, the author has never gone to the bank. So where does he keep his money? The cash, he keeps it in his trousers pocket, in his pant pockets, and his savings in silver dollars in a socks. So that is all the story about Stephen Leacock, about my financial career. So I hope you've understood the chapter. We'll start a little on the workshop today. But before that, we'll take the meanings. You've got invalid millionaire. Millionaire is what? To be extremely rich but not purposeful. Then thrust is push suddenly or violently in a specified direction. Reckless, careless. Misery is mental distress or discomfort. Plung is push or thrust quickly. Astonished is greatly surprised or impressed. Wretched is in a very unhappy or unfortunate state. Now, if you look at your English workshop, that is on page number 104. Let's do a little of it. Now, first question is find out from the lesson the antonyms. Now, you know what the antonyms are. Okay? Antonyms means the opposite words. So, you got your first one afterwards, beforehand. From the text, okay? From the lesson, children, you have to find out. Spending, saving. Careful, reckless. Now, you can write even careless, but careless is not the from the lesson. So, the word that is there in the lesson is what? Reckless. So, likewise, you will find the other three. Okay, you will do that for homework. You can write it in your textbook. Then, fill in the blanks choosing the appropriate word idioms from the lesson. So, from the lesson, you have to find the words or the idioms. So, the first one, the dash solved the mysterious crime, will be the detective. In the examination, I did not know the answer, so I made a plum. Then he was dizzy and he shambled into the room. The other three, please do it for homework. Then you have the third question. Using the following point frame a character sketch of the narrator. Support each character trait with instances from the lesson. Now you have got some points given here. Now you have to make a character sketch of the narrator. Okay, and the points are given here. Like for example, the first one is done for you. You have it says diffident and timid. Now what do you mean by diffident? The narrator is diffident means he's shy because of lack of self-confidence. Okay, so you have to give one incident from the lesson which shows that, okay, that he was timid. Timid means easily frightened. So what is it? The narrator is diffident, which can be easily seen when he walks into the bank and gets rattled by everything there. The clerks, the wickets, and even the sight of money makes him nervous and less confident. Okay. So this is how you're going to write this answer on the character sketch. So you can talk about even the next one. You have the unusual behavior. What is the unusual behavior? In the, what he did in the bank? He deposited the money and then he removes all the money, or he's asking for the manager, I want to meet you alone. That's an unusual behavior. So likewise, you can do the homework for the other three. Okay, children, we'll continue with the workshop in the next class. So you can do the homework. You got a little assignment too. It's just objective questions, children. Please attend that. Thank you for giving me a listening ear, and God bless you.